Guys, the tipster. Got something new to show you. What we have here is a Thunder Tiger Eb4. It's a Nitro car. Now, I just have to tell you how I've come about this. A couple of weeks ago, Flat Out Jim was given 3 Nitro cars. He texted me and told me that he'd been given these 3 cars, and to be honest, I thought, hey, stuff he get. He's had 3 cars given to him. Anyway, I had a bit of a cunning plan. I thought, I'll tell him to bring them down to the shed. I'll help him get them going. And you never know, he might just let me have one. That was my cunning plan. Anyway, he turned up a few days ago, and he had 3 boxes with him, and inside the 3 boxes were 3 cars, and they were in pieces. They looked a mess, and they were really dirty and grubby, really dirty and grubby. And I can't believe it, but to my utter surprise, he said, "Here, Tib, you can have them." I was like, "What?" And he's given me all 3. So when I first looked, I decided that this one looked like it needed the least amount of work, and I decided to have a little play with it. And you know what? I got it running in no time. So the first thing I did was give it a right good clean. I got some fairy liquid, and I give it a right good clean, because it was proper dirty. And I always think when something's clean, it doesn't look as bad, and you can see the true colours of something. So I'll give you a little look round it. Like I said, I've spent a few hours on this, but it's actually in quite good nick. Now I'm thinking that I could be wrong. Somebody might be able to enlighten me, but looking at it and looking at the handset, which I'll show you in a minute, it hasn't got crystals in it, so it's not that old, but I think it's probably a good 5 or 6 years old, this car, if not a little bit more. And now I've cleaned it up, it's actually not in bad condition as it first looked. So like I say, it's had a really good clean. I took the glow plug out, put some oil in there, and just ran it with my fingers a little bit just to make sure. Glow plug, funnily enough, was working. I've had to do a bit of repair work on this battery box. The top was missing, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. So that's been repaired. I've repaired this aerial, and when I put the batteries in, it everything actually worked, you know. Now this fuel tank, this had to have a right good clean. It had quite a bit of grime in it, to be honest, so I've given that a good clean. I just used Nitro and shook it and drained it, and put a bit more in, shook it and drained it, and eventually it come clean. And I have had this running, so it is working. If I'm honest, the thing that took me the longest to get working was the shockers, front and back. I've took them off, and it's took me quite a while to clean them up inside and get them running, but they're doing alright now. They're doing alright. And the back ones, oops, got stuck, yeah. I don't know why it took me a while to get them going, but it took a lot of cleaning, putting oil in, cleaning it, moving them about, and I'm pretty happy with that now. Front and back. Like I say, it took me ages, but I'm proper happy with that now. Now, the air filter and everything was on, so what I've done, I think this is the actual design. You get these air filters like this with a filter underneath, and this thing that just goes on top, but it's a little bit loose. I've just put a little quick tie there just to hold it in place. I just feel it's a bit better doing that. So when I've looked at the shell, it is a little bit, you know, the stickers have moved a little bit, but the actual shell itself, it's not too bad. Obviously I've put the world famous T-Bone stickers on there, which is a must and make the car go better. Then underneath I've just put a little bit of Gorilla Tape. It's just, I think it's a good idea just to strengthen things up. And the only bit that was broke really was just this side here where the exhaust comes out. So it had a crack here, and what I've done, just to see how it goes for now, I've put some Gorilla Tape along here just to strengthen it up a bit, and hopefully it'll be alright. But it's not yeah, it's not too bad. So I put the shell back on. Like I said, the shell, it's not too bad. It's just a little bit missing off the back here, I think. So I've just put this little washer on here underneath the pin. I think that'll hold it. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. It's got the pull start that will hold it a little bit in place, and obviously the exhaust here will hold it in a little place. The front's okay, and yeah, I think it's alright. And as you can see, that's the handset for it. So looking at the style and design, I'd say it's a few years old. It's, I don't know, I've never heard of it. Ace RC, and it's got Cougar on it, but it works fine. Works fine. So I'll just leave it with running it on this. Now then, I've then had a look in the other two boxes, and in one of the other boxes was another Thunder Tiger Eb4, and basically exactly the same car, but it was in even worse condition. And when I had a look at it, it looks like it has had a bit of a bump and there's a bit of damage on the front. So what I thought I'd do with that one is I've totally stripped it. I'm going to use it as a donor car. I don't really see the point in getting another one going because I've got the first one going, and as you can see it was in good nick. So what I've done, I've stripped the other one and I've got a load of parts, and I'll show you that now. So basically, like I said, I've stripped it all. So I've got a whole metal chassis for the bottom that's not damaged, and then in here is practically a full car. So I've got my nuts and bolts and spare almost everything, and as you can see, it's bloody all sorts in here. But what's even more good is there's even some brand new original Thunder Tiger parts, you know. I mean, just look at all that. Suspension, you know, centre gear, front diff, back diff, spare hubs, and drive shafts. There's just absolutely everything, front and rear arms. So there's almost a full car in here. I've decided that the best thing to do with that would be to strip it all, and I've cleaned it all like the last car, and I've put it all in this box, and I've basically got spare parts. So yeah, there you are, dudes. That's my latest addition. Only just bought the armour, as you know, and since then I've got this. Like I said, Jim gave it to me. I'm really grateful. So Jim, thank you so much. But I'm sure you'll break it at some point. Like I said, I've had it running. I've had it going around the back garden, and everything seems okay. And I shall take this for a little spin as soon as I can, and we'll see what it does. Alright dudes, let me know what you think. See you later.
Oh yeah.